Naruto Uzumaki, with his perfected Sage Mode, became an incredibly powerful warrior. After Jiraiya's death, Naruto learned the Sage Mode technique from Fukasaku at Mount Myoboku, which helped him surpass his personal limits. Sage Mode is a special power that not only enhances strength, but also provides abilities that few can achieve. Sage Mode grants Naruto high endurance, allowing him to fall off a cliff without sustaining any injuries. With Sage Jutsu Chakra, Naruto was able to lift a giant frog statue, showcasing the extraordinary strength he gained from Sage Mode. In this state, he could easily throw Kurama into the air, and, during his fight with Pain, effortlessly toss aside one of Pain's summons, the one that looked like a rhino. While in Sage Mode, Naruto can use natural energy to create Senjutsu Chakra. This energy not only enhances Naruto's body, but also forms a natural energy aura around him. This aura acts as an extension of his body, allowing Naruto to strike his opponents even when it seems like his attacks don't connect. This technique is known as Frog Kata. With Frog Kata, Naruto can attack opponents without physically touching them. We can see Naruto use it to defeat Pretapath, one of Pain's strongest bodies. By the end of chapter 430, Fukasaku acknowledged that Naruto had surpassed his predecessor, Jiraiya. After forming a partnership with Kurama, Naruto was able to combine Sage Mode with Tailed Beast Mode. When these two powers merged, Naruto's eyes became unique, with the red glow turning into orange, and the pupils of the Nine Tails blending with the characteristic eyes of Sage Mode, creating a cross-like design. This combination gave Naruto immense power, far surpassing each ability on its own, enabling him to fight against powerful opponents like Obito Uchiha, who wielded the power of the Ten Tails. Now, I really want to thank you for subscribing to my channel, which helps increase the subscriber to viewer ratio. However, the unsubscribed viewer ratio is still quite high, so I hope you will continue to subscribe to the channel to help our team reach 1,000 subs. Thank you so much. Jiraiya. Jiraiya was taught how to use Senjutsu by Fukasaku before Naruto. When using Senjutsu, Jiraiya could enhance his speed, endurance, and physical strength, which were crucial in facing powerful opponents. However, he did not fully master Sage Mode. Because of this, Jiraiya's appearance in Sage Mode became distinctive, with frog-like features, a larger nose, warts, rough skin, and longer limbs. Despite this, his frog-like legs gave him the ability to jump higher and move more agilely in battle. Sage Mode not only made Jiraiya stronger, but also allowed him to use more powerful ninjutsu, like the Ultra Big Ball, Rasengan, an advanced technique he could perform in this state. However, maintaining Sage Mode during a fight was not an easy task. Sage Mode has a time limit, and Jiraiya needed to periodically gather more natural energy to maintain this state. To enter Sage Mode, Jiraiya had to stay completely still to gather natural energy, which left him vulnerable to attacks. To solve this problem, Jiraiya summoned Fukasaku and Shima, two legendary toads from Mount Myoboku, and worked with them so they could help him gather natural energy while he continued fighting. This allowed him to maintain his power without running out of energy. In addition to helping with gathering natural energy, Fukasaku and Shima could also combine their techniques with Jiraiya, creating incredibly powerful attacks. A prime example is the Sage Art, Gomen, a combined technique between Jiraiya and his allies, which unleashed devastating wide-range attacks. Minato Namikaze, one of the greatest ninjas in the Naruto world, learned Sage Mode at Mount Myoboku, just like Jiraiya and Naruto. However, unlike his peers, Minato did not use Sage Mode frequently in battle. The reason lies in his unique fighting style, which was heavily based on the Flying Thunder God technique and Rasengan. These techniques allowed Minato to fight with incredible speed and agility, dominating battles from the start without relying on Sage Mode. Despite this, Minato's ability to use Sage Mode was still impressive. He could enter Sage Mode instantly and quickly harness natural energy to achieve the state of a true sage. However, Minato himself recognized that Sage Mode did not suit his fighting style due to the time required to gather natural chakra. To enter Sage Mode, a user needs to gather natural energy over a certain period, and this time must be maintained to keep Sage Mode stable. This was a significant issue for Minato because his combat style was was all about speed and agility. With his constant, fast-paced fighting, Minato didn't have enough time to gather natural energy, making it difficult for him to sustain Sage Mode for long periods. However, if he summoned Fukasaku and Shima, like Jiraiya did, this weakness could be completely overcome. That said, he probably didn't need to do so, because he never faced an opponent strong enough to force him to use this technique. For Minato, battles usually ended too quickly, making Sage Mode unnecessary. Hashirama. Sage Mode is a special reaction of the body when absorbing natural energy. Each user of Sage Mode usually partners with an animal, and the form of their Sage Mode reflects that animal. For example, Naruto partners with frogs, and Kabuto with snakes. But what about Hashirama? If you look closely at his image, you'll see he doesn't resemble any animal. Hashirama actually developed Sage Mode on his own. To this day, no one else has been able to do the same. Hashirama's Sage Mode isn't the result of any contract with an animal, but is a unique blend of himself and natural energy. Hashirama Senju possesses an enormous amount of chakra. Thanks to this abundant chakra, he can use Sage Art and enter Sage Mode, a capability Hashirama can activate instantly, without any delay. In Sage Mode, Hashirama has distinctive features, including black markings around and under his eyes, as well as on his forehead. With his wood-release Kekkei Genkai, he can ride on his wood techniques, allowing him to attack while maintaining the stillness needed to continuously gather natural energy and sustain Sage Mode. The combination of Sage Mode and wood release makes Hashirama an almost unbeatable opponent. This fusion not only enhances the power of his wooden constructs, but also makes them incredibly massive and powerful, capable of overwhelming even the greatest foes. An example of this is the Sage Art Wood Release, True Several Thousand Hands, a technique that unleashes a barrage of powerful punches, strong enough to defeat Madara's Susanoo, and even force the Nine Tails to retreat. This technique also contributed to the formation of the Valley of the End, where the decisive battle between Hashirama and Madara took place. Hashirama Senju is one of the most powerful ninjas in history. Without the intervention of God Mode characters like Naruto, Sasuke, and Madara, Hashirama could very well be the strongest shinobi of all time. Jugo. Jugo doesn't use Sage Mode in the traditional way like Naruto or Jiraiya. Instead, he and his clan possess a special ability related to natural energy called Sage Transformation. This technique allows him to absorb natural energy and transform his body at will. This ability enables Jugo to change the shape of his body instantly and focus on specific parts, creating flexible and effective transformations in battle. However, continuously absorbing natural energy comes with a downside. Jugo and his clan often experience uncontrollable bursts of rage. This is their biggest weakness, making them prone to losing control in tense situations. This lack of control makes Jugo dangerous not only to his enemies, but also to his allies. In his first appearance, Jugo transformed his left arm into a piston-like hammer, increasing the power of his punches. Later, he transformed it into a giant axe to counter Suigetsu's sword. During the battle with Killer Bee, Jugo used enhancements on his arms to throw his teammates far and deliver even more powerful punches. When fully transformed, Jugo gains immense overall strength, but loses control of himself, becoming aggressive and dangerous. The most obvious signs of this state are his altered voice and darkened skin. In this form, Jugo shows incredible resilience, able to withstand attacks from the Fourth Raikage. Even after having his arm and chest pierced, he could immediately counterattack. Jugo and his clan's abilities are the source of Orochimaru's Cursed Seal technique, which was created from Jugo's fluids and injected into selected targets. Unlike those with the Cursed Seal, Jugo isn't limited to a single transformation. He can adapt and change his form to suit different battle situations. Kabuto. Kabuto learned Sage Mode at Ryuchi Cave, the dwelling place of the White Snake Sage. It was here that Kabuto absorbed natural energy and enhanced his strength. However, to achieve this state, Kabuto didn't just learn from the White Snake Sage, but also conducted numerous experiments on his own body. He absorbed the DNA of several powerful individuals, including Orochimaru and Jugo. Jugo's natural ability to absorb natural energy helped Kabuto easily maintain Sage Mode permanently. We saw Kabuto use Sage Mode during his battle with Itachi and Sasuke. At that time, He also possessed rapid regenerative abilities thanks to Karin's DNA and the body fluid manipulation technique from Suigetsu. This allowed Kabuto to escape from most dangerous situations. With these powers, it would be incorrect to say that Itachi easily defeated Kabuto. In Sage mode, Kabuto could fight without needing to see, and he was also capable of using water-style techniques strong enough to overpower the Uchiha's regular fire style. Additionally, the Susanoo of the two Uchiha brothers couldn't resist Kabuto's sound-based genjutsu. Well, he's certainly a strong opponent for the Uchiha, but facing off against two Uchiha geniuses at once was probably too much for Kabuto. Mitsuki. Since Mitsuki was created from Orochimaru's DNA, he naturally possesses Sage Transformation, a technique borrowed from Jugo's Kekkei Genkai. Orochimaru forced him to enter Sage mode through multiple experiments. After each failed attempt, Orochimaru erased Mitsuki's memory, and it wasn't until the sixth attempt that Mitsuki activated Sage mode due to emotional pressure. Instead of learning from mystical sages, Mitsuki's Sage mode was the result of Sage Transformation, making the method of obtaining this power unnatural. Mitsuki has used Sage mode in several secret battles, revealing only a small portion of his Senjutsu abilities. Since his Sage mode is the result of Sage Transformation, he doesn't need to gather Jutsu Chakra through meditation and concentration. The main strength of Mitsuki in this state is his incredibly fast speed. When entering Sage mode, Mitsuki is surrounded by a cloak of chakra, often accompanied by a swarm of snakes. These snakes extend Mitsuki's attack range and can even bite opponents automatically. Orochimaru has remarked that this state of Mitsuki surpasses even the legendary Sannin. Mitsuki grows a horn on his forehead and scales appear on his face, reflecting the Snake Sage mode state. In addition to enhanced speed and agility, Mitsuki gains superior strength and endurance under the influence of Sage Transformation. His soft physique modification is also enhanced, allowing him to stretch his body much farther than before. Mitsuki didn't learn Sage mode from sages. His power comes from the genetically altered Sage Transformation. This makes his strength unstable, as his body cannot handle the strain of both Sage mode and Sage Transformation for extended periods. However, over time, Mitsuki has strengthened his ability to endure the side effects of Sage mode. He can maintain this state for longer periods without causing severe damage to his body. Still, the potential risks of Sage mode remain. Currently, Mitsuki's Sage mode is a volatile power, but it continues to be his trump card in critical situations. Fukasaku and Shima. Fukasaku and Shima are two toads from Mount Myoboku, masters in the art of sage techniques. They are a married couple, and within the hierarchy of Mount Myoboku, they rank just below the Great Sage Toad, showing their important role in the toad community there. The state enhanced by natural energy allows Fukasaku to significantly increase his muscle strength. He demonstrated this strength when he was able to lift a gigantic toad statue, which weighed many times more than himself, and even throw Gamabunta a great distance. According to Gamakichi, Fukasaku has the ability to accumulate a large amount of natural energy and control it completely in the blink of an eye. This shows his mastery and deep knowledge of the field. Not only are they skilled in using sage techniques, but Fukasaku and Shima are also excellent teachers. They taught Jiraiya and later Naruto, helping them master Sage mode. The couple's assistants played a key role in helping these two ninjas achieve great accomplishments, making Sage mode an important part of their journeys. In addition to being skilled teachers, Fukasaku and Shima also possess many formidable special techniques. They use sound-based illusion techniques that can confuse, paralyze, or incapacitate their enemies. Furthermore, they are proficient in elemental techniques like wind, fire, and water, making their skill set both diverse and powerful. Speaking of sage technique instructors, let's move on to White Snake Sage. The White Snake Sage, the leader of the Snake Clan in Ryuchi Cave, is a mystical and powerful being. With the form of a giant albino Japanese snake, her size far exceeds that of any human, creating a truly impressive presence. She also wears a necklace with a green gem around her neck, similar to the one worn by the Great Toad Sage. Having lived in this cave for a long time, the White Snake Sage's body has become one with the earth, forming a deep connection with her surroundings. As a sage, She possesses vast knowledge of sage techniques and has the ability to teach others these secrets. She can inject natural energy into another person's body by using her fangs. At one point, Orochimaru discovered the location of Ryuchi Cave through his research into the special powers of Jugo and began learning sage techniques under the guidance of the White Snake Sage. Unable to achieve Sage Mode, he developed an alternative method to use Sage Chakra through Cursed Seals. Later, Kabuto Yakushi also discovered Ryuchi Cave and received teachings from the White Snake Sage. Under her guidance, Kabuto learned sage techniques and eventually mastered the use of Sage Mode. In Boruto, similar to the subordinates who are responsible for testing in the cave, the White Snake Sage has the ability to use genjutsu to make others experience illusions. She can use this ability to convey the thoughts of other snakes to outsiders, while also hiding her true form. What's special is that she often appears as an old woman, creating a perfect disguise and adding to the mystery of her identity. Gamakichi. Gamakichi is a frog from Mount Myoboku and the eldest son of Gamabunta, as well as the older brother of Gamatatsu. Gamakichi is Naruto Uzumaki's personal summon and plays an important role in many major battles. Gamakichi has the ability to use the reverse summoning technique, which allows him to summon Naruto to Mount Myoboku quickly and accurately. As a resident of Mount Myoboku, Gamakichi has mastered sage techniques, enabling him to sense and control natural energy. In addition to his sage abilities, Gamakichi combines this power with his natural transformation skill from water style to use the sticky glue gun technique, creating a thick layer of water to attack his opponents. This is a unique technique that allows him to control both offensive and defensive aspects in battle. In the anime version, Gamakichi also demonstrates the ability to use fire style, including the fire bullet technique, and teams up with his younger brother Gamatatsu and Naruto to perform a combined attack called Wind Style, Fire Oil Bullet Frog. The combination of fire and oil creates a powerful attack that burns everything in its path. Unfortunately, his sage technique abilities are not showcased very much. Koji Kashin. Koji Kashin is a clone of Jiraiya created by Amato Sanzu with the sole purpose of killing Ishiki Otsutsuki. Once a key member of the Kara organization, Koji was responsible for managing the outer territories of the Fire Country. In the 3 years after Naruto Uzumaki was forced to leave the Hidden Leaf Village due to his life being completely altered, Koji became Boruto's new mentor, helping him in the journey to defeat Code and the God Trees. Koji's strength is considered extraordinary, as evidenced by his ability to easily overpower and defeat one of the top jonin from the Hidden Leaf Village. In the anime, even the 6th Hokage admitted that Koji was a formidable opponent, difficult to handle. Unlike Jiraiya, Koji is able to use Sage Mode perfectly and instantly. This is clearly shown through his eyes, which have green irises and black outlines, typical of a frog, with no other noticeable changes to his appearance. Koji's sage technique enhances his physical strength and sensory abilities significantly, allowing him to keep up with Ishiki Otsutsuki's attacks and even hold him off for a short time before quickly counterattacking. Not only is Koji powerful in hand-to-hand combat, but his ninja techniques are also greatly enhanced by Sage Mode. One of the standout techniques he uses is Sage Art, 5 Fire Gods Windwheel, an attack with immense power, strong enough to pressure Ishiki and catch him off guard with the massive amount of fire Koji unleashes. Alright, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.